comeback by the NBA, marred by interesting decisions. Oh, what a night. We're all over it next. Get Up on ESPN. Bailing out the Yankees with a go-ahead 3-run homer in the top of the ninth. Bombers beat the Orioles 8-6. The Yankees' 18th straight win over Baltimore. Their 17th straight at Camden Yards. Elsewhere, Indian starter Shane Bieber continuing his early season dominance, striking out 13 over 8 scoreless. Tribe over the Twins 2-0. Bieber has 27 strikeouts over his first 2 starts of the season. That matches the baseball record set by Carl Spooner of the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1954. And the Angels have placed Mike Trout on paternity leave. He will continue his Tier 1 testing while away, meaning he can return to the team without quarantining if all of his tests are negative. The limit for a stint on the paternity list is 3 days. And with that in mind, as we begin a new hour here, just about 10 o'clock in the morning in the East, Mike Greenberg with you for Get Up, and look who's ready to go. Jalen and Jacoby are here. And Jalen, you're on this morning despite my protestation because the way they played Zion last night frustrated me enormously. We have to continue to lobby over this suit bet, Jalen Rose.
I tried to tell you and Jay Williams at the beginning of the season, Zion is going to be a transcendent talent. But coming off of high school, in summer league, in college, he's going to be low managed the entire season, so the Pelicans won't make the playoffs. I tried to tell you guys, remember when Ja Morant dunked on the opponent in college, Greeny, and we were starting this show? I stood at the board and told you Ja Morant was the real deal. Yeah. I stood by what I said. Memphis Grizzlies will get that 8th spot.
I'm going to lose a suit over this thing if things don't go the right way. We're going to get to that game in a moment, but let's start with the thriller between the Lakers and the Clippers last night. Fellas, here we go, and what a scene it was. After a 140-day layoff, the NBA returning, and as the national anthem played, every person on the court took a knee together. LeBron and Anthony Davis and Kawhi and Paul George, so the stars and the coaches. And then before the anthem ends, LeBron with the fist in the air. What a powerful image indeed it was. And so those were the moments before it began. And then the familiar with LeBron and the chalk toss and other NBA stars in the bubble there to watch. There they are. The commissioner was on hand. Adam Silver to watch the restart. And then the basketball began, and it was glorious. Second quarter, Lakers up 9. LeBron, Kawhi, always going strong to the hole, and he throws it down. LeBron quiet offensively. First half, just 6 points in the first and half. In fact, it would change shoes at halftime. Lakers up by a deuce. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Lakers down by 5, but it's Anthony Davis. You're going to see not one but 2 threes from Davis. What you won't see are the 16 foul shots he made in the game last night. Finished with 34 points. Lakers take the lead. Just over 4 minutes left. Clippers not going away. Kawhi. Danny Green on him. Kawhi stepping back. Knocks that down. 7 out of 16 up on the floor. Kawhi would score 28. Clippers within 6. Under 2 minutes to go. The Laker lead is 1. LeBron to Michael Green. Can't stop him. LeBron puts the Lakers back up 3. Just over 30 seconds left. Still that 3-point margin. Paul George. Look at him working hard. Defense all over him, but he finds a moment, and he finds a 3. He had 6 threes on the night. A team high 30 were tied. Under 20 seconds to go. LeBron James, again, quiet on the offensive night, but this time gets his own rebound and puts it back up and good. Just 6 of 19 from the floor, but that one puts the Lakers up 2. He had 16 points, 11 boards, 7 assists. 10 seconds to go. Clippers down by that bucket. And watch the defense from LeBron James. First, on Kawhi Leonard. He can't go anywhere. Now, Paul George, LeBron with the switch. LeBron's got George locked up, and that's going to be a tough shot. He's going to force it. It's not going to go. Paul George wants a call. He's not going to get it. And watch as we show it to you again. Look at the presence from LeBron. First, to recognize the switch. Out he comes, and look at this. LeBron taking the millisecond to look at the clock, see exactly how much time is remaining. Extraordinary awareness from LeBron James. A great defensive effort. And the Lakers hang on to win the restart by a deuce in a thriller.
The game of basketball has always been bigger than just the ball in the rim and 10 guys on the floor with referees. It's an opportunity to use this platform and be able to spread a lot of positive, a lot of love throughout the course of the whole world. We understand what's going on in society right now, and we're using this NBA platform as the players, as the coaches, as organizations to continue to stand strong on that. So this is a good start. This is a good start tonight. It's great to have the NBA back, and I hope our fans are proud of us tonight.
So much drama in so many ways. We'll start with the basketball piece of it here. And David, I see the smile on your face because the two of you, I know, are going back and forth. You've got the Lakers and Jalen has the Clippers. And at least for last night, how do you, David, feel about the Lakers' chance? What did last night mean to you regarding the Lakers' chance of being the team to make the finals?
Last night was pretty concerning if you are with the Lakers or a Lakers fan. I mean, you have to remember the Clippers were missing Harrell, and they were also missing Lou Will. Those are a lot of production from those two coming off the bench, and they barely squeaked by the Clippers last night. That was concerning if you are a Lakers fan. He looked great, though.
That was the same take that Jay Will had earlier this morning. Jalen, do you agree that based upon who the Clippers were missing, last night almost felt like a win for them?
It's a win for me. Keep that same energy, David. You're the same individual that told me that Kawhi Leonard was struggling in the bubble from the field. You remember us having that conversation, Greeny, on this program?
Yes.
He was really concerned. Well, Kawhi looked really good last night, and so did Paul George. They're going to be virtually unstoppable once they start playing together a lot more consistent. And also, you guys got all over me, you too, Greeny, about my MVP choice who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. LeBron was terrific last night at the end of the game defensively, but Giannis does that all of the time. Did you see Anthony Davis be a difference maker out there yesterday? He had over 30 points. He was the guy that was driving the narrative offensively. I love the Lakers. I love what LeBron has accomplished this season. But if I had to pick a team in a 7-game series versus the Clippers, and they didn't have Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell, I feel better about my pick, Clippers.
I hear you. Let me give you the other side of that, David. Let me try and take the other side, Jalen, on that. And that is that the one place the Lakers seem to have an unquestioned advantage is Anthony Davis. And I had Charles Barkley on the show yesterday and Stephen A. And they were making the point that Anthony Davis has to dominate, that the Clippers don't have a matchup for him. And he shot 17 free throws last night and made 16. So to me, if you're walking away feeling good about the Lakers, Jalen, that's the reason why.
How much more you want him to score, Greeny? He dominated last night, and they barely won. He had 34. Anthony Davis is fantastic. I was the person on this show telling the world that he leads the Lakers in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. As a matter of fact, if you want to go deeper in the box score, he leads the Lakers in 14 statistical categories. He's been outstanding. He's my first team All-NBA performer. And so, of course, you need him to be dominant. But you know who else you're going to need to be dominant? LeBron James. You're going to need him to score a lot more than he had, Greeny.
Yeah, no question. David, your thoughts?
The thing is, you bring up Anthony Davis. I'm glad you did, because it was clear last night there's absolutely no answer. They tried 4 or 5 different defenders on him. There was no answer. He was hitting threes. He stepped into a heat check three. He's 7'1". It was an amazing performance from him, and you know that you're going to get more from LeBron. You absolutely know you're going to get more from LeBron. I think this is a very close 7-game series, and I absolutely still have the Lakers because the Clippers just don't have anyone that can cover Anthony Davis. It's simple.
Is that ultimately the difference? He walks away feeling better about his Clippers. The first words out of your mouth this morning, David, were it's a concern if you're the Lakers. Are you staying on the pick, though? At the end of the day, NBA Finals this year, Lakers or Clippers?
Absolutely. It's absolutely going to be the Lakers, without question.
Okay, so we'll continue that.
Patrick Beverly is a lockdown defender. He was not there. Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell equals 40-plus points. 40-plus points. They only lost by 2.
Yeah, the Clippers were no question missing a lot of people. Of that, there is no doubt. All right, let me get you to the other game. Let me get you to the Zion game last night, because this is the one that caused me an extraordinary amount of frustration. I understand it. Now, obviously,